Alright, I really been scared to show my solar panels because the grass had just gotten away from it, but I finally done got a hold of it. I'm building this little generator shed out of pallets and just scrap tin that I had laying around. I ain't done with it yet. My son, my little helper. All these panels came from SanTan Solar. This is a 250 watt, the darker ones, and these are the 230 watt. This little cheap thing was like 50-60 bucks from Home Depot. Worth it. I done had it about a year and a half now. It's better than a bigger one. It lasts longer. I still ain't fired this thing up yet, but I ain't had to, I ain't needed to. Got the exhaust coming out this side. I ain't done with it just yet. So I got 20 kilowatts of solar. What you're looking at right now, this is 15, a little over 15 kilowatts. Did make some mistakes. So this paint right here, this rubber paint, I had my connectors. I had my panels laying more down, but I had them laying on pallets in the beginning of their lives when I first got them. And the connectors, that's the most important thing I can tell y'all. If you don't get nothing else from this video, keep your connectors elevated. Don't let them touch the ground. Do not let your connector ends touch the ground. The wire can touch the ground. Where they join up at, the connector ends, the MC4 connector ends, do not let them touch the ground. This landscaping fabric, I've been doing this for about 2 years now, using this. It does the job. Ideally, they're probably gonna do it, somebody gonna steal this idea. You will have a white landscaping fabric. That way, it doesn't get as hot. And you could also take advantage of the bifacial component if you have bifacial panels. This is my sunrise array. It's almost 5 kilowatts. So I got a total of 20.3 kilowatts of solar panels. So if you're gonna do the T-post and wood idea, don't put the T-post at the end like I did on my first array when I set them all up. Put them more towards the middle. That way it's less bending in the wood. And make sure you keep your wires off the ground. Keep the connector for MC4 connector off the ground. I used the PV wire on this one to get a straight line. On this one, this the first attempt. You see the difference? I'm using a S22 Plus, by the way. That's more straight. Got these from AliExpress. It was like 30 bucks for 100. And you're gonna need about 100 per 20 panels. Real talk if you're using this. I'm thinking about, I'm gonna try to use this fencing. So I just got a bunch of stuff laying around. I just use what I got, y'all. So I got this fencing. I'm gonna try to set the panels on the fencing and see how much, what else I could do to kind of keep them elevated off the ground. But I'm just gonna see how that'll work. And I'm also kind of use this for grounding because I really don't got them grounded either. But we'll see how that goes. Y'all will see that later. Alright, so y'all hear how loud they are. But it's okay. Like, it doesn't bother me to sleep here at all. But when you're doing batteries, it's always cheaper, at least for right now, until they do the tariffs. It's cheaper to build your own batteries. So the only thing that you have to worry about when you're building your own batteries, that's like 25 bucks, $8, 10 bucks. But the only thing you have to worry about, 10 bucks, is crate, 10 bucks. The only thing you have to worry about, I know I done said that like 3 times, is these terminals. See, I ain't done with this one, but I need to do something about it. Put tape over your terminals. Get some 2-inch electrical tape, put it over the terminals. As long as the terminals are covered, the bolts and the bus bars are covered with tape. This one is not done properly, but as long as those are covered with tape, then you good. Last thing you want is for those to short circuit when you're building your own battery. I had that happen, and that's where that came from, like the sparks. Turned to the 4th of July here. But you could build a battery, you could build 2 batteries for the price, or maybe 2.5 batteries for the price of buying a server rack battery. You know what I'm saying?